Welcome to week 5 of the Revolution Fantasy Football edition of the Ruben Yanez Fantasy Football League. This is the 2025 season. It is week 5, and per usual, let's start with the week 5 scores. It looks like the Alfredo Pollos have won 3 in a row, beating that Rocco Kane. The luck, it didn't end. It just didn't have it for one night. 116 to 96. The Alfredo Pollos take week 5.
Right. And we got Joe Mama Loved Me facing off against AMBD, giving AMBD another win for the season, coming up to 2-3, while the Joe Mamas fall to 1-4. AMBD coming out on top 120 to 112.
Man, is it too late to remind everyone that the music is brought to you by Butter Me Up. Butters, thanks for the music. Let's continue as the unhoused neighbors have obliterated the Flying Graysons 154 to 184. The bad luck just continues down into the basement because 124 is the most respectable. It's a very respectable score, but then when you run into a wall of 154, even from space, I can tell you, what can you do?
That's right. Oh boy, here we go. This game right here, this was a close one right here. With Butter Me Up taking on the Cantu Cuts, with Butter Me Up coming out on top. Or winning, actually. Yeah, winning. Can't use using the same thing all the time. Winning 121 to 100. Coming out to 3-2, and they're both tied for at least 4th. But Cantu Cuts got that. Got the tiebreaker, I guess.
Here we go. The week 5 game of the week. Why? Because the Chula Vista Chingones are damn good, and they just had not so much luck this time, but like I said, they seem to be involved in a lot of game of the weeks. Why? That's just how they roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, the two Fs for fantastic in the league went up against each other, and look at that. The 1 and the 2, the creatures edging out by quite a few points, 157 to 115. But hey, the Chingones are no slouches. They will be back. They will be back. But first up, week 5 Honey Buns and Crumb Bums. Starting off with the Honey Buns, and even in a loss, Kyron Williams came through with 6 receptions, 131 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and 31 points. Could have been a few more points, but then he fumbled. What are you gonna do? I loved it. How about you?
Well, my honey bun for the week is Emeka Ikapuka, wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 7 receptions, 163 yards, and a touchdown for 33 points.
Man, that guy's damn good. You know, it's always
rookie of the year.
Isn't it amazing how, like, you know, there's always a random, I still think it's kind of random, but, you know, there's always a rookie there, like, you know, you just don't know, and then boom, they just come out on top.
That's right.
Like Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua was a 5th rounder. And
True.
Unlike the Honey Buns, we got the Crumb Buns, who did not come through. For example, Zach Ertz, 0 receptions, 0 yards, a point for the team win, and he had a single what do you call it, a pass thrown his way, and he didn't catch that. Nothing else can be said about that.
For real, just wasn't his day.
Yeah,
just like you know, sometimes you could be the best running back in the league one week, and the next week you're garbage. That's the case for James Cook. We only had 49 yards and 4 points for the week. Can't be.
Yeah, can't be busting out 90-yard fucking touchdowns and.
Yeah, every game.
Anyway, but the honorary Crumb Bum as we all know, is in fact Mark Sanchez. Because, you always root for Raza, and then you got to call them out when they do this kind of nonsense. Mark Sanchez has in fact ruined his life by being too drunk. And as it stands, the security cameras show him walking up to a gentleman who was just doing his job, picking up the recycling. And he says, "You can't be here. You can't have any of this used cooking oil for recycling." I talked to the manager, you can see, and then he Karened by saying he talked to the manager. And then he attacked the guy, and then the guy in self-defense started stabbing Mark Sanchez.
That's right.
And then Mark Sanchez runs into the casino all bloodied up, or wherever he went in, all bloodied up. And they thought that he was the victim, when in fact he was the aggressor. Anyway, we took a dark turn in the Week 5 Crumb Bums. But you got to call him out when you call him out. Mark Sanchez ruined his life.
That's right.
And got stabbed for it.
Over parking. Jeez.
Speaking of all over that bench. First up,
Yes.
Jacory Krosky-Merritt, the guy that they decided was so good that they're going to trade Brian, the guy.
That's right, Robinson Jr.
Robinson, there you go. Because this guy was supposed to be good, and in fact, he is good. This is the reason. 2 receptions, but he's a running back. 150 total yards, 2 touchdowns, 29 points. Butter me up. All over his bench. You already know.
He didn't need it. That's the case, the same thing for the Alfredo Pujols. He didn't need it, but hey, Brees Hall, 4 receptions, 155 total yards, a touchdown with 19 points all over that bench.
Gosh darn right. Anyway, but just the same, there's that guy that nobody picked. And he went out. For example, AJ Barner, tight end, 7 receptions, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns, 24 points for no reason, to help absolutely nobody. Will he do it again? I don't even think he's the main tight end on his own team.
True.
Who will see?
Oh yeah, this guy. Like I said last week, if Mac Jones is going to play, Kendrick Bourne was, going to be the wide receiver during that game because they used to play in the Patriots together. So, and look, this week, 10 receptions, 152 yards, and 26 points to help nobody. Will he do it again? That depends on Parcell is hurt and Kittle doesn't come back.
Yeah. And I just want to point out that even in this most recent graphic, he's still wearing a Patriots jersey.
Yeah, true.
They just swapped out the background.
Juwan Jennings, too.
Juwan Jennings, yeah. Anyway, let's update the Week 5 power ranking with the Creatures on top, 4-1, followed by the Chula Vista Chingones, 4-1, and then a whole lot of teams at 3-2 from Dak and Gale, that Rocco Kane, I don't know what was I going to say, Cantu Cuts, Butter Me Up, the Alfredo Pollos, and followed by everybody else. Flag Grayson's right there in the basement. She'll run into one.
Yeah. It's not over.
Just not against me. Anyway, let's play a game of Does Big Daddy Know? Big Daddy, what player has the most Super Bowl rings without ever playing in the game? A, Carson Wentz. B, Jody Fortson. C, Dennis Dixon. Or C, again, LaShawn McKay. C2. Damn, I should have fixed that.
I want to say C2.
All right. Close, but unfortunately, the Stone McCoy has 2 and Jody Fortson has 3. You know what? Oddly enough, I think both players were in Kansas City, but Jody Fortson was there for 1 year more. Yes. 1 year in the practice squad and 2 years on IR. So he was actually unavailable, but he was on the team.
That one. Still got 3.
Big Daddy, who was the first quarterback for the inaugural season for the Seattle Seahawks in 1976? Was it A, Jim Zorn? Was it B, Johnny Unitas? C, John Jaworski? Or C2, Matt Hasselbeck?
Damn. I want to say Jim Zorn.
You're absolutely correct. It was, in fact, Jim Zorn. Now, it is time for the Thursday night preview. We have the Philadelphia Eagles favored by 7.5 points at the New York Giants. The over-under is 41.5 for the new Epork Giants. And I feel like the Giants got a new quarterback, someone at the helm, and I think they're gonna get lucky. I'm not saying that they're gonna be a better team. I'm saying they're gonna get lucky. I think Philly is gonna be sloppy. Why? Because it's a division game and it's on the road, and that's turf. And I keep hearing turf tears ACLs, or it's not good. It's not good. They should always play in grass. But anyway, that's not what we're here to debate, because the new Epork Giants, I think, are going to put up such a fight that they're going to run into 21 points. And Philly, I think, will just stall. Like I said, I don't believe that the Giants will be better. I think that Philly will play down to their competition, while the New York Giants are going to raise the floor of their play. And also, I really like Scatterbo. I think he's gonna look really, really awesome. He's gonna get about 27 yards, and he's gonna look really, really awesome doing it. I think he needs a little bit of time, and then he's gonna be pretty good to serviceable. If nothing else, he'll be like a new age all-star from Tampa Bay days.
True.
Anyway, I think they will go just under the 41.5 points, but I do believe the new Epork Giants will win against the Birds.
Oh, I'm going with the over. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Just because Philly not let Broncos win, but they were surprised that the Broncos won, and they're not going to let the Giants,
you let them off the hook.
Rival team, to come in or allow them to win at home. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going 38-30. I'm thinking the Birds over the Giants.
Well, let's see how it shakes out.
True.
That is the 2025 Week 5 review. See you for the next one.